And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are, as we are off and running on EA Sports. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now.
The city just made it sweet. We could diabetic. They mouth get full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it. Walking New Orleans with the etiquette of LA yelling. That ain't bad, but somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn his TV off. Turn his TV off. Turn his TV off. Turn his TV off. Turn his TV off.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Basher Tootin. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Young now. That's complete to Palmer. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 1st down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays, because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Here we go, set.
Now Young. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Down the right sideline. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal of how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up. Right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to the knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now it's Jackson. Pass complete to Addison.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Inside give to Dickerson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Back to throw. Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. When you look at this defense, they enter this one down in the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defensive coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Jackson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
And Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Off the draw, it's Dickerson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
13.
Throwing is Jackson. Open man downfield is Sanders. He's got him. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 18. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Hey. What? 80. Report. 13.
Now it's Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. Got a man, it's caught. For a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing one play, it keeps the entire offense rested up.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. You look at this Baltimore defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they've played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Young to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Baltimore.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
46-yard line.
Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. Here's Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Going to give it up the middle. Here's Dickerson. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
4-yard gain. Brings up fourth down and less than a yard.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And this is caught that they say out of bounds. It would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
He's airing it out for Williams. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 46-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Getting this into the hands of Eric Dickerson. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Bucs 37-yard line.
After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up.
DC, right? 180.
Jackson now. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play there on the catch and run. 31 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Play action. It's Jackson. This is caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark. And the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. And even 40 yards.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Let's go now. 79 Broncos. Seven Pirates.
Now here's Young. He's airing it out for Williams. And this one is incomplete.
The Bucs at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room. But they do have to start winning some games.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Ready, break. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bucs. Here we go, set. 60, 19 tight, 19 tight. No. Me. Go.
They'll throw again. Young. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
70 Lions. Buffalo 18. Ready.
Throwing. Young. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. So a big play there on 4th, and now 1st and 10 at the 30. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Mustang 19.
Here's a give up the middle. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal. Panther 11. 60 Maverick.
Here's Young. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bucs have come back to make it a 2-point game. Now the Bucs offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
The Bucs will set up.
And Young's going to throw for this. He's got it at the 2. And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by one score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Addison hauls it in. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
13, 180. Middle.
To throw is Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Ravens are able to extend their lead. Extra point try now from Dicker. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Makes the score. Ravens 41, Buccaneers 12.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down. Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. Julian Love picks it. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
180. No, we changed it.
Addison will go in motion left. Here's Jackson to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. That's caught downfield by Addison. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late.
Oh, ready? We changed it.
In motion goes the tight end.
Ready? Hey!
Now Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. That's complete to DK. And they move this all the way down to the 9. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
You'd think defenses might be a little more prepared for plays like this, because so many offensive coordinators, when they get the ball after a turnover, they do like to dial up a deep ball right away. And if I were a defensive coordinator in this league, that's exactly what I would say to my defense before they went out to play. In this case, though, they didn't get the message, and a big play resulted.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. From the gun, Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because
that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Come on, ready?
Jackson. Open man is Higgins. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Now it's Jackson.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
The Sanders has got it complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Second and 10 now from the 27. And Jackson throwing once more. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Throwing is Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Bucs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores.
Well, they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Young.
The 19-yard line.
He's airing it out for Williams. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Now he's free to midfield.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. because otherwise you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Hey, middle.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He lets one go deep for Addison. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Jordan Addison in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Let's go now. Bronco in Panther 60. Panther 60.
Final play of the half. Young. He's going to go up top again. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9. Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Jackson. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now it's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think there he had to come off of his primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get it to a secondary guy, unable to get that play completed.
Checked down, but didn't even have enough time to do that. Incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw. Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Higgins. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Jackson will throw again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Jackson now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. To throw again is Jackson. Getting this into the hands of Eric Dickerson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time on the catch and run. 36 yards.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from a yard out.
And the Ravens go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run, and that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go.
Young to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save? That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
Go! 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Chop 60, chop 60.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front, or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Jackson going to keep it.
And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 42. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Left side here to Sanders. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
At their own 5-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again, so it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa. Young now. Then he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here we go. Here we go. 70,
Here's Young. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man, he threw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Jackson from the shotgun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Jackson. Throw left side to Higgins. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's Jackson to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Bucs are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Young. And my goodness, another interception. And the Ravens are going to get the football back at their own 17. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
At the 27-yard line.
Dickerson on the handoff. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll go right back to the ground with Dickerson.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left for being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. To throw is Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. Did he get the feed down? Yes! Touchdown! Elijah Higgins from 10 yards out.
And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 22.
And the 1st down.
18, Pioneer. Hut.
Young. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 21. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
First and 10.
Now Young. They'll try and set up the screen to Tootin. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there. Those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche that.
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Bucs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Now Zerline on and the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not. And I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's second down.
Brings up second and 5.
Now Jackson. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And the Ravens are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And the Baltimore first down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Dicker down, attack on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Here we go, set.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news now. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow. Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Now here's Young. Slant route going to be caught by Palmer. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They throw it out right complete. Down the sideline it goes. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Well, give them credit. They're going to stay and fight this out to the end. 4th down, you've got to go for it. And they not only convert, but pick up some good yardage as well.
Throwing, Young. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's go. Cougar 19.
Now Young. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. So that one, his 4th touchdown catch of the game, one behind the all-time record of 5. Zerline now for the PAT. And the 3rd time's a charm as he finally gets one of these to go.
Next to score, Ravens 56, Buccaneers 25.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, you're almost in field goal position.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And now here is another interception. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Following the interception, Young. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Young will set to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Report. Ready.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
This one caught downfield by Higgins. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 39 yards there, a big one. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised them there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try and run for it here with Dickerson. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Let's go now.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Baltimore, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year.
And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, the early